Have you ever felt trapped? Stuck in a cycle you just can't seem to break? A habit, a mindset, a situation that feels as oppressive as a pharaoh's rule? We all have our Egypts. Those places of bondage, those chains we long to break free from. But what does it really take to find our own promised land? The story of Moses and the 10 plagues isn't just an ancient tale. It's a profound blueprint for personal liberation. Let's start where it all began. The first plague, the river Nile turned to blood. The lifeblood of Egypt, its very source of vitality, became a symbol of death and decay. Imagine the shock, the absolute horror. This wasn't just a magic trick. It was a direct challenge to their gods, to their way of life. For us, what is our Nile? What's the one thing we rely on? The one thing we think gives us life that might actually be poisoning us? Is it a toxic relationship? A dead-end job? A destructive habit we keep telling ourselves we need? The first step to freedom is recognizing that what you think sustains you might actually be holding you captive. You have to be willing to see the blood in your own river. Then came the frogs, swarming everywhere in their homes, their ovens, their beds, an annoyance, a nuisance that became unbearable. This plague represents the small problems we ignore until they completely overrun our lives. Those little anxieties, the tasks we procrastinate on, the white lies we tell. Your entire life becomes a chaotic mess of things you should have dealt with sooner. When will you decide to clean your house of these multiplying troubles before you can no longer find peace? Next, lice or gnats, and then swarms of flies. Pests that bite, irritate, and infest. This escalation represents the growing consequences of inaction. The bites of lice are the constant, nagging reminders of our unresolved issues. The buzzing flies are the external chaos that results from our internal turmoil. Our unresolved issues don't just affect us. They start to affect everyone and everything around us. They create an environment of constant irritation and disruption. Are you living with a constant buzz of negativity because you refuse to address the source? Then the plague on the livestock. The wealth of Egypt, its economic foundation, began to crumble. This speaks to the tangible losses we suffer when we refuse to change. Pharaoh's stubbornness cost his people their livelihood. What is your stubbornness costing you? Are you holding on to your pride so tightly that you're willing to lose everything that provides for you and your family? True wealth isn't just material. It's health, peace, and stability. Sometimes we must face a significant loss to realize the true value of what we're fighting to protect. Boils followed, afflicting the Egyptians, rich and poor alike. A physical manifestation of a spiritual sickness. This plague represents the personal pain that comes from living an inauthentic life. It's the stress that makes you sick, the anxiety that eats you from the inside out. Will you wait until you are covered in boils before you seek healing? Every great hero's journey involves a storm. How will you face yours? Locusts came next, devouring whatever the hail had left behind. This symbolizes complete and utter devastation. The feeling of hitting rock bottom. It's when you look around and feel like there is absolutely nothing left. Hope seems gone. But the story doesn't end here. It's in this place of total emptiness that the most profound transformations can occur. When you have nothing left to lose, you have everything to gain. a chance to plant a new garden, one that truly nourishes your soul. Then darkness, a thick, oppressive darkness that could be felt for 3 days. It's where we're forced to ask the big questions. Who am I? What do I want? What am I willing to do to get it? Finally, the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn. The ultimate price of pride and resistance. This is the point of no return. It's a tragic, heartbreaking climax. For us, this represents the death of the old self, the ego death required for true rebirth. It is the moment you finally let go of that part of you that has been holding you back. The prideful self, the fearful self, the stubborn self. It's a painful death, but it is this death that finally opens the door to freedom. You must be willing to let your old self die to be reborn into who you are truly meant to be. It was only after this final, shattering blow that Pharaoh finally said, "Go." Freedom was won. But look at the cost. Look at the journey of escalating pain and destruction. You can listen to the first whisper, the first sign that something is wrong. What is your 10th plague? What is the final, devastating event you are waiting for before you finally make a change? Why wait for that? Why not choose freedom now? The path to liberation is a conscious choice made every single day. It's the choice to face your truths, to confront your fears, and to let go of the pride that keeps you in chains. The story of the plagues is not a story of divine punishment. It is a story of divine love, a relentless call to freedom. Your call is here right now. Don't wait for the 10th plague. Answer it. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. Take care.